up, guys? Welcome, Let's Get It podcast. We got Prakash, Gajen.
Can I just
and
hold the
Jenhan.
mic?
Yeah, you can, bro.
Hey, you know what? Give me this thing, lah. Give me this thing.
Oh, you want to use that?
But this arm is not branded,
He's what?
for a landed property like that.
Well, sorry, say again.
No, this arm is not branded.
It's not, bro. It's Shopee. The whole set. That mic, the stand, the wire, all $60 from Shopee.
But this one is good one.
Yeah, that was the first one I bought.
I see.
Yeah, it's all 300. That one $60.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Give the Chinese guy
Yeah.
the cheapest
Hey,
one.
I bought 4 $60 one. That was the only one that stayed because it's still okay.
So let's hope it stays for this episode.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, alright. Everyone here is a stand-up comedian. Yeah, I think almost 30 years, right? All of y'all to combine.
No lah, dude.
Combined.
Combined.
Combined probably.
He is
lah.
actually 19, 13, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19, 13, 13. Next year.
19?
20th anniversary, you, yeah.
What? Cannot be lah.
You're 2006. Because I remember watching 2016, your 10th year anniversary, you, Netto, all.
Oh, you're right lah.
Oh, the one I took the photo, ma.
Yes, you're right lah.
Yeah, so next year is 20th anniversary.
Yeah. However, having said that, right, like the thing is, in Malaysia, like our years is Malaysian years, you know.
Actually, it's true. Yeah.
It doesn't translate one. Like 20 years Malaysia is probably 5 years America or 5 years somewhere else.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
You're talking in stand-up comedy world, or what do you mean?
In a stand-up
No,
world,
the
yeah.
pace because there's already matured. But again, to counter, so sometimes there's saturated Here's we are in the pioneer stage. So also a different experience.
I
He
also don't know.
He also saturated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, basically, long story short, we're all trying to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Net never changes no matter how many years.
Yeah.
Who's the ticket master in Malaysia?
Andre De Cruz.
I don't get the inside joke.
Still
bro.
learning to walk properly.
Hey, no, he can walk next time. He replace.
No, it's an
No,
inside
bro,
joke, inside
today,
joke.
No. Andre De Cruz is a legendary performer. Today this week he's doing his 950th show.
Weren't you the one that go and...
Yeah.
Oh, that's Kavin. He posted something, the other day... Oh, sorry. Not Andre Cruz. That guy is... Fuck, what's the... Neto.
Oh.
Wow, every Indian you just name, huh?
Yeah, he just named everyone.
Bro, I've been having too many Indians on this podcast, man. Yeah, that's why you're here today, bro.
I see.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I also want to...
So that's why he didn't know that I'm coming on the podcast.
I see.
I also want to have more Chinese guests. The Indian guest it happened by accident, bro. Yeah.
What do you mean happened by accident?
What's up, guys? If this is your first time watching, maybe second, third, or fourth, or whatever, as long as you are having a good time enjoying this podcast episode so far, do me a favor, it really helps out the channel a lot. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment what you thought about today's podcast episodes, who you want to see in future podcast episodes, and enjoy the rest of the episode. I don't know. Okay, not accident, but
Just say they are the most free.
they're the best at talking, okay?
Nah,
That's the
why.
truth, bro. That's
No one teach me English, you know.
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
teach me.
Too much perming is here.
What do you ask about ticket master just now?
Yeah. Who in Malaysia is the best at ticket sales?
Best at ticket
I
sales.
would say Douglas lah.
Douglas or Jason? I thought it would be between Jason and...
Then he just says he's struggling in Penang now.
No, were you not supposed to
Wait,
say
the
that?
podcast started, yeah.
Yeah, started.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this is like a warm up lah.
No, you just it's not
Oh, I thought got clap all.
Oh, what was your question?
Hey,
Your
bro,
question is who?
you notice there's no interns around now, so it's different vibe lah, bro.
all you're asking is like who sells more tickets when they do shows, is it?
The power lah to sell tickets whenever they want, that sort of thing. The
No,
minimum.
at the moment is Douglas lah.
Yeah.
Douglas then after Jason lah probably.
I would say so. But having said that, right, I think the appetite to watch live performance in Malaysia is merosot lah.
Yeah, correct. I feel that. Yeah, I do feel that.
The vibe is less.
Morosot as in is going down now.
Yes.
I said as in actually. When I say as in, right, it just means that I don't know what it meant.
As in declining, it's declining.
Yeah.
Like the
Are you serious? Stand-up comedy.
I think live performance has
Live-
a whole-
Not stand-up comedy in general lah.
After COVID I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It falls under lah.
But-
I feel it's no lah. I feel it's after COVID it became better. Then I think just remained the same. I didn't go up, didn't go down.
I don't think so. You know, I feel like there's less live performances, and also people are less excited to go and catch something. You know.
But the amount of comedians, stand-up comics, like new ones and all, is definitely went up way more right after COVID. After Rizal's scandal, I guess.
Oh, don't say result scandal
That's
lah.
why,
It sounds
it's a
like he
very
did
big
something
word lah.
wrong.
That's why.
Yeah, why
it
is this?
It was what, bro.
Actually, off stage is a good man lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. He's a holy man also.
I think it did not. I mean, there are a lot of newer comics now, but like not all of them are like constantly doing
Funny.
I mean,
Is that what you're trying to say?
no, yeah, that too, but like, but just like not everyone is like actively doing shows lah. Those
Understand.
like those were like three of us up here, like we are now we're all trying to sell our solo shows.
Yeah.
So like for them, some of them to get there, it takes time, and to sell that much tickets, it also takes time.
Yeah. Okay. So the first topic we talk about is what you guys do. Right? Is stand-up comedy like a tough career choice?
Start with Jenhan first lah.
Oh yo, we should ask the LinkedIn comedian, right?
Yeah.
No. You start like elders first lah.
Oh yo.
No, I seen the experience lah.
See-
I think the
Senior
question needs a bit more.
Wait. First, what is a
elaboration.
LinkedIn comedian? Is that how you got your MC gigs? LinkedIn.
No, yeah, I always catch Gajen because he's the
He looks like a
corporate guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going off tangent now.
No, it's okay.
We get tangent as much, bro. Even better if we tangent as much, bro.
Actually, I don't. The question I think needs a bit more elaboration. Like, well, what are you trying to ask actually?
Yeah.
Is it a viable career? Is that the
Sure.
question?
That's yeah.
I think it means holistically lah, like
Holistically,
financially,
yeah.
career,
I
everything
think,
lah.
okay, so I think it's the same as any job. If you're good at it, you can make a living, right? But the part that's not the same as other corporate job is if you're bad, there's no way you can survive. Because in corporate jobs, right, sometimes you don't have to contribute the most. You just show up and you can still get paid. In comedy, no.
Yeah, in
Actually,
corporate,
that's a good point lah. Yeah.
you can actually be the weak link in corporate jobs and try to just stay around as long as you can.
Let's put it this way, in comedy, it's very hard to say weakest link because like someone, let's say like it's a very bizarre act or bizarre comedian,
Yeah.
right? It's still considered a niche, right? Someone they will have an audience if they work hard enough. In a corporate setting, like being lazy and like taking MC, that's not a niche. That's
Yeah.
just bad.
Yeah, understand. But no, I mean, I was saying like you can still stay around until they try to get you fired lah. And I mean, it's not because of worker rights, or it's not the easiest to get you fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For
but
corporate jobs.
in a way, yes, but
And you
know.
can still earn money
Yeah.
for a while, I
Yeah,
guess.
as stand-ups, we can't because like we are the boss, we are the employer and the
Yeah.
employee.
Basically, you're doing everything on your own.
What does it take to actually get good, man?
Whew.
Okay, now the LinkedIn guy has come in.
What's up?
Just checking. Let me update my status first.
Yeah, you use some proper bus
How to when you first come in comedy, of course the first thing is how do I make the people laugh lah? You ask the general public, they say what makes stand-up comedy difficult.
Yeah.
They say to make people laugh. That's true. But then once you start doing comedy, then you go deeper. The more difficult one is understanding why people laugh. So that is like an even bigger unknown.
Wow.
Okay.
Because sometimes like people not laughing is bad, but there's actually something is even worse. People laughing for a punchline that you're not supposed to get a laugh, because that is misdirecting you. So a lot of I see like open micers, they do certain things that the punchline is crap, but then people are laughing like a low hanging fruit or what. So that is sometimes mislead.
Yeah.
And then eventually they don't get they'll ask, hey, how come I'm not getting a feature act or headliner act?
Oh, they think that they're funny, but sometimes,
Yeah.
like for example, I went for the open mic. What do you call that show? Trying new stuff, is it?
The one, Kieran's one, is it?
No, Melbourne.
Oh, yours is it?
Yeah. The making,
Making
of
of
jokes.
Jokes.
Sorry. Yeah.
How much preparation did you put into this?
A lot, man. Dude,
What's this, huh?
look at all these questions here, bro.
Oh.
Which were created by. But I take some, bro.
Wait, Gajen wrote questions for you.
He did.
I help him out lah.
Yeah.
So that means we all planned.
Bro, very much LinkedIn. Yeah, you were saying that some of these comics, right? They were asking why they don't get a better spot in the show. And when I went for that show, right, there was a lot of jokes that were bomb and just it was bad. But I still was laughing out loud, lah. Like I guess I laughed at the attempt. Yeah, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
definitely. But eventually, you have to understand when you keep going down your years in stand-up comedy, the audience are going to get smarter. So it's two pathways, So when you don't improve, the audience are just going to get smarter. Then eventually, the audience will actually know what's a low-hanging fruit joke. This joke is very 2000s and all that. So you're going to up your game, lah.
Why would the audience get smarter? It might
The
be
audience are smart, lah.
because of social media. Like last time, they will
I
only
think
know.
smarter is maybe not the right word, but like more comedy savvy.
Yeah, comedy
more
savvy.
comedy
Yeah.
savvy.
Because it's contextual. So
Stand-up
Yeah.
comedy is on social media now.
More
everywhere.
conditioned to jokes from.
yeah, in a way, yes.
yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Like just like 2 months ago, like recent,
Yeah.
I saw a comedian do a Sami value punchline, bro.
Oh, serious?
The audience didn't laugh.
What was the joke?
Okay, number one, he was dead. And secondly,
was that part of
like-
the joke?
no, the punchline was, you know how there was a period of time where like you can say anything you want, you end the punchline with like a
Rosma.
People are like, you see,
Yeah.
you're-
Oh shit, sorry.
yeah, you are still stuck in the
Yeah.
in that era, right?
Yeah, and then Najib era.
So there are people who are like Samuelu, and then last time used to get a laugh.
I
Yeah.
see.
Today, no, the audience don't laugh. Yeah.
I think I know who that comic is. Started same time as you.
Started same time as me. No.
Okay. Yeah. That actually makes sense. Yeah. Because the audience they are all constantly growing. It's constantly growing. They all know all the new stuff, and like they are pretty up to date, lah. You can't cheat the audience also, lah. Yeah.
Or is as the competition around like the comics all around you, as they get better and better, you yourself also have to get better, or else.
I mean, that's a given, right? I mean, any industry also, if you see your colleagues doing better than you, you want to
Yeah.
be better, ma.
But
Yeah.
stand up is, I think, like golf, which I don't play.
Mm.
But what I know is golf is you play against yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you improve your handicap,
Yes.
right? So stand up is like that. There's no one-to-one comparison.
Yeah.
No one can say like, oh, this comedian is better than the other comedian, because it's subjective, right? But
Yeah.
the quality overall has to increase.
For example, let's say if you're doing a 5-minute set lah, and people are laughing 4.5 minutes out of 5 minutes, they'll that's really good, and they're laughing really loud. But even maybe if they're laughing 2 minutes out of 5 minute set also, they can also be really good. It's just a different style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And also, to make it more complicated,
Yeah.
that 4.5 minutes laughter guy in a 5-minute set, you give him 7 minutes, he might die.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
Okay, means the last 2 minutes or the first last 2 minutes.
No. What they mean is that fella has a solid 5-minute set, but for longer sets, he won't be able to maintain that quality over.
Understand?
Yeah.
Is there a, because okay lah, I will assume you guys every week y'all are on the stage couple times a week, right?
No,
times
Depends on season.
depends on, I'm no longer like that, lah. Yeah.
Like winter season, all no lah.
Yeah.
We are not on stage.
In some
Hibernating
ways,
at home.
I think, okay, so a good way to measure or like to guess, I guess, is if a comedian is working on a show,
Yeah.
then they would probably show up at like
Mics,
at mics, more often.
From what I heard, right, I listened to a lot of American podcasts, right? Then the comedians there, they always talk about, it doesn't matter whether you're preparing or not preparing, you should always, they over there, because they got so much more opportunities, right? They go up a few times a day or so.
Yeah.
But we don't have that much shows here.
Yeah.
And also those shows are not only opportunity, but they have more paid shows.
Yeah.
So in more developed countries, like that's how you make a career out of it, because you put in the hours, you do the shows, you get paid, then you make a living week by week lah.
The pathway is different. Like UK, US, like what you said, you get the spots, and then like some promoters will see you and say, hey, you know what, come to my club. Then you get paid gigs. Then over time you just get improved.
It's
and
very
then
different.
all it just takes is just one big person to say, hey, you know what, then come to a more prestigious club. Then all
It's
that hierarchy.
there is a more clear-cut career progression. And also, we're talking about like club scene, club comedy. Like it's very different. I think when in our region at least, we practice in the clubs, but we have to make a living from corporates.
Yeah.
So we do corporate shows. It's an entirely different job actually.
Yes.
It's like that one, bro. In Malaysia, you start off first in stand-up. Maybe you get paid a bit lah. Later when you feature or you get to a headline, then after you do corporate, then you get paid more. But then eventually, you want to get paid even more, you have to go back to stand-up where you sell out a theatre.
Yeah.
Like Douglas lah.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like Jason sells out.
Trying to do as much lah.
Yeah.
So it's like a cycle.
Like in America, also there's two different ways of looking. Like New York, you do clubs every night. You perform every club, you get paid. Like you do a comedian in LA, they will do something a show or they get to a certain level, then they will try to go into movies. So there's a lot of different pathways in different parts of the world. Yeah,
Actually,
you know?
even I mean, like
over here also some.
I mean, the thing is, like, in our country, most of us are comedians. I think what is special is we want to do comedy.
Yeah.
That's the aim, right? In America or Australia or UK, US, right, wherever lah, all these more developed countries, stand up is very often the stepping stone.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and like we in Malaysia, we are stand-up comedians.
Sorry, what do you mean by stepping stone in other?
Like in Australia, you can be a comedian.
Then you become radio DJ.
You'll be a radio announcer. Then from radio announcer, you can host a game
It's
show.
the reverse. It's the
reverse one.
Yeah. Here, comedians we die don't want to be radio announcers.
Yeah, other than Kavin lah. So yeah.
Okay, but that's the thing is you're the one. It's not you can't get the opportunity.
No, because it doesn't pay. You get what I mean? Yeah.
No, but subjective
I
like
thought
what
radio
it says
pays very well compared to.
I think you
stand-up
make a
comedy.
much better living as a working hard comedian
Yeah.
than a radio announcer.
You get paid well when you do the morning show.
Also, we are don't forget, we are talking about the smallest market possible in Malaysia.
Yeah, we're doing English stand-up comedy, you know. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's not much of a career. Okay, if it pays so well, right? Why Douglas come back?
Come back to comedy.
Yeah.
Maybe the benefits, the pantry not good enough.
The pantry no good.
Yeah, like, hey, did you know that a lot of companies now they showcase their pantry?
That's true.
To
I
attract people.
know. I saw
Got
that.
free
Yeah.
ice cream, free coffee.
Like how they have a personal, like a chef in the office.
This is our pantry lah here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see,
And
you
no one's
gotta,
eating. Sad.
like, not to say anything against radio announcers, but the thing is, it depends on the market also.
Yeah.
I feel like if you are a Malay comedian
Yeah.
and you get on Malay radio, that's a step up.
Because the pay is just way more.
Not say pay, but the exposure.
The
The market is
exposure.
bigger.
The market is
Yeah.
big lah.
Yeah.
Mass market lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a Malay radio station announcer or a Chinese radio station announcer, you make a lot of money.
And simply because of the masses.
masses,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the numbers.
That's about it. Yeah.
I was shocked, man. I forgot Raj came on the podcast, Raj Mahal, and when he told me that English market radio announcers get paid the least. I don't know why I was shocked to hear that, but I was shocked because somehow
You know why you're shocked?
Why?
Because you live in this beautiful big house in Taman Tun. Radio is just for you, man.
Yeah.
I should go to radio.
No.
No, okay. Reason why I say that is because let's say if you're doing collaboration with brands for influencer content creator, right? Someone told me before that English market gets paid very well
No,
compared.
like English market also, the influencer got their different levels of tiers one. You can't just simply hit like, oh, just because you're doing English content you get paid a lot. No.
Too much of factors lah.
Yeah.
Is stand-up comedy, would it be something that y'all would encourage for your children if y'all were to have children?
If he or she or
Yeah,
they
yeah.
or it or she it,
Them.
have interest,
He has
yes.
three.
you say I have three.
Three,
Yeah.
I got one. No.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
Hey, yours is also cats.
My cat one.
Cat one. He's got one cat. Yeah.
And two children.
No children. Maybe my personalities lah. Huh?
Yeah.
The flying squirrel you don't have.
What flying squirrel, bro?
What do you call that? Shit.
The-
Sugar glider.
Never had.
I look like a sugar glider person.
The palm one last time you.
The one Rizman lah.
Oh really? I also forgot.
Not this fleur. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a live boomerang. No, you throw, it'll fly back.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I've seen before. My cousin had one.
You have to train it lah.
Yeah,
I see.
it died though.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to do that to them all the time.
You're not
It's
supposed to.
illegal, right? To have a sugar glider.
No, you can have a sugar glider.
Really,
Yeah, you can. But like, yeah.
Dude, I had a buddy last time, right? When I was in primary school. He used to stay in TTDI. We went to same school, primary school.
Same big house or not?
He was big house, corner house.
How many square feet?
Corner
The house?
How many square feet? Approximately, I don't know, 2,000 plus 4,000.
Oh, small lah.
2,000 plus 4,000. That's a
That's
big,
a big
big
Big difference, you know.
Is it small?
That's 2,000
2,000 is small, but 4,000 okay.
Yeah.
Your friend, yeah.
Yeah, my friend, he had a monkey in his house. Like a real monkey that I don't know where the father got it from.
What
Okay.
breed this monkey?
The Kiara Park monkeys.
Or the kera lah, kera.
No, actually, I don't know. I can't remember lah. But I don't know how he got the monkey lah. I think the father's friend or something just gave him a monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was a kid going to his house and I always play the monkey lah. Then the monkey, they literally tied him to a pole like this in the garden. Yeah, just a pole like that. And they tied him, and he could probably roam around this circumference like that lah, not that
Okay.
big. Yeah.
Chain the monkey.
Yes, chained. And then now
Wow.
back then, I did not think like about how potentially dangerous it could be lah.
Not
Yeah.
dangerous, bro. You watch Planet of the Apes, you saw right what happened. You put a monkey there. The whole army gonna come after us, bro.
It was still,
that one the monkey can talk lah. That one.
Bro, slowly he will learn lah. He's watching them, boy. In the wet kitchen or what they're doing all.
yeah. So back then, right, I thought it was. I didn't know lah. I'm just a kid, I just play with it. Every time I go down and play with it, and he has a dog also lah in his house.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're the monkey, right, and you're always looking at the dog where the dog is get a lot of sayang, stay inside the house. The dog is a house dog lah. You're gonna get pissed one day lah, and you're gonna get jealous.
Okay.
And-
So what happened?
Well, fortunately he did not attack me, right? I think he attacked the dog lah a few times. But what happened that I could remember last I heard, right, the monkey tried to, so let's say the pole is here, right? Then he's got a fence over there. He tried to escape. He jumped over the fence, and a big portion of his thigh, right, like a chunk of his flesh got ripped out. Yeah. So I came over to the house like a few months after the incident. I could see like whole big patch of just, it's a big wound. Yeah.
Got the plaster cast.
Yeah.
You sign.
No, I did not see
This.
Yeah.
In a very bad way.
Okay, anyway, why would he come to the monkey now?
I can't remember. We were talking about animals.
What is happening, man?
That's why. This fleur.
What's going
No,
on?
we were talking about some animal, is it?
No,
You brought it up.
You brought it
No,
up.
I brought it up because I think there was some.
No, how it happened was
Uh.
you asked me how many children. I said 3.
You said cat.
Yeah.
Then
That's
after
all.
he went to cat.
No, then we went sugar glider.
Then
Ah.
a bullshitted sugar glider.
And then he said, my buddy has a monkey.
Now he's going to talk
gosh.
the next God Kong versus Godzilla lah. Would you get your children to do stand up?
Would you encourage your children?
Like Jenhan said, if that's what your kid wants, then we
I
encourage
would,
lah.
I would.
I would encourage also lah. But must also give the pros and cons of it lah, because we're doing it ma. Yeah.
Like we probably can offer a lot more insight, right?
Yeah.
But I say yes because it is what they want to do. Go and try. I think trying is better than like not.
Saying no, yeah.
How about how was it like, man, with your parents? Yeah, all of you also.
Gajen?
For me, because I did part time first. I was working as an IT
Corporate.
consultant. Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised.
So I was doing part time. So when I left, I already had 6 years of experience lah. So I'm not starting from ground zero.
Oh, so when you were in corporate 6 years already, you were doing stand up.
Yeah, part time lah.
Okay.
It's a hobby lah, and it's not conflict of interest because IT. But if I was like doing my own IT company, that'll be tricky lah. Yeah.
I also was working, bro, before I joined.
Well, I think you
the
told me for corporate also, right?
corporate. Then I was doing photography and all that stuff, and then 2012, yeah.
Wait,
I
you were
mean,
doing photography before?
Yeah, I was working in the Star. I was doing photography on the side. Actually, I was doing photography since I graduated.
You retired or still doing photography?
I rarely do lah.
That's why you really do, huh?
Yeah.
Your-
I still. But all of Faz's posters for Esplanade is all my photos. I shot for him. Yeah.
Fast.
Cancel lah. Sure.
Yeah, of course lah. Can sell. He's like.
Not bad. Get him lah to take photo.
Yeah. I mean, I can take photos of comedians really well because I know comedians ma, so it's easy to.
And also, I think you know the personality of the person.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
know how to like
And
even
also
for the
the-
10-year punya show. We
I
should-
will feel relaxed if it's
Yeah. So actually, Faz also the reason why he got me because he actually got a lot of people want to photograph him, but like he said like, hey, I'd rather get my comedian friend to come and shoot lah, cause
What do you mean by a lot of people want to photograph? Like they offer for free?
I mean depends for
offer
sure.
their services.
Offer
lah.
services lah.
Pay,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Even Jason's one also I recently shot Jason's new show poster and all that.
I see. Okay.
So-
for the
You
special.
charge him double lah.
Okay lah, I charge him normal rate lah, Fleur. Yeah. Like there's one very well-known comedian / photographer in Melbourne. His name is Nick. Have you met him? Nick.
Which Nick?
The ginger hair. Nick Roberts.
He's a local Aussie dude.
Yeah. He's I think Melbourne based. He's also a comedian, but he shoots half of the time he's either shooting the
Other comedians.
shows or he's also shooting other comedians. And then before the festival starts, he actually opens up like a session where, okay, you pay me X amount, which is like I think $300-400. Then he shoots one block of comedians for his portfolio. So the Melbourne Comedy Festival, half of the comedians, all the photos are from him.
That's a good side hustle.
Yeah,
really.
because it's like, so yeah. But here sometimes the comedians want to pay 100 ringgit, so be susah lah. So yeah.
Oh.
Not the ones who are established lah. Those who are trying to get up.
Yeah, understand.
Because I think a lot of comedians forget the power of a good image
Yeah,
for
actually.
posters. I hate comedy posters. When you see the comedy posters, everyone's photo is different white balance.
Yeah.
I hate
different
that
white balance.
yeah.
Different lights.
Yeah,
From different sides.
like and then like I hate that shit, man. Yeah,
I don't even look at white balance. I just look at the pixelation, bro. Some
Yeah.
of it, like they'll send a high res,
Yeah.
but then they'll be like this small, no, in the high res, no, because it's taken by some other photographer.
They
doing
didn't
it.
want to stretch
They
it
don't
out
have a
lah.
studio. They don't have a studio
yeah.
photo.
So I'm like I think a very good example of comedy show posters done really well is from the Philippines comedy scene. If you go to the Filipino like Comedy Manila, have you seen their posters? All their posters damn nice way. Every time is like
It
properly,
looks proper.
very
looks
well done,
brilliant,
very
yeah.
well shot. So I think it's I mean, you must know how to market yourself as well as a comedian as well.
Okay, yeah. Since you guys, hey, Jenhan, were you in like corporate before comedy? You did it. You've been doing it for a long time.
I'm the other way
He's
around.
the other way around.
I know actually. So I just like performing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like performing and I just perform.
He said 19 years, right? What does that mean? Like 19 years ago, you already started. Back then, right? Let's say if there's only 3 shows a year, right? Y'all can't practice, You
Yeah
know
lah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, right lah for the rest of the year.
Right, but who you gonna practice with? Your friends, is it? Your peers?
In the room lah, on your own, mirror all.
Hey,
No,
come
but-
on, man.
Bro, this is how dark stand-up is, bro. He will test you to the limit,
Yeah.
until he has to go and perm his hair. all.
Yeah. I almost consider starting LinkedIn just to get audiences, Because actually it's a good platform to test like.
Actually, most of my leads all come from website. LinkedIn, very few.
Really,
Because
yeah?
they'll be busy. What this LinkedIn people do now is just to post content and stories only.
No,
It
serious.
doesn't.
Wait, there are stories on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
LinkedIn, right? If you want to get the best reach, is stories. A very long paragraph. You do the shorter you do, the less reach.
Serious.
Yes.
So they want to know
Trust
like the
me.
struggle.
Yeah. I do all very short, right? It doesn't get much reach. But when I post a story like, did you know that stand-up can cure don't know what depression or what? Then here's what happened now. Then a long story, then that
What
will
is
lead.
corn job post?
You actually got a big following on LinkedIn, is it?
Yeah, but I'll add lah from time to time
Yeah.
and all that lah. But not that people come and follow me.
Then?
What do you mean? Then the connection happens.
Oh, okay. In LinkedIn, they can only follow you if you connect lah. Sorry,
Vice
I
versa.
don't use
No, LinkedIn is just like any other social lah.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
just
add people lah.
it's for corporate use lah, But it's also become like a social platform now. A lot of people share their stories.
You're the
Yeah.
first person I know that has a big following. How many do you have on LinkedIn? On LinkedIn now.
10K, I think. I forgot.
Yeah,
I think
that's a
10,
lot
10
now.
or yeah. But if
Okay.
you look at a lot of corporate fellas, they're becoming they also becoming like influencers, but just on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and I can't stand it I
Yeah.
can't stand it on the LinkedIn
Is that
stuff.
offensive?
No, not his stuff,
That
but
is- you
general
can't
LinkedIn.
General stuff. Yeah, generally, yeah.
LinkedIn has to be like kind of like there must always be a moral or a message or like it's very.
That is
most
the
of
least of the problem. The thing now is all these meme videos are going on LinkedIn now.
Huh? Really? Yeah.
Not to say meme, but all those like go on TikTok and Instagram. Suddenly they'll show you one product that is 5 ringgit that can do this to solve a problem that wasn't even there. Then you'll see that on LinkedIn.
Huh? Serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
They'll show one guy chopping coconut. Then he invented a new plastic thing where you just press one button, then it creates a straw. Then you can just drink. Then on LinkedIn one say, but that just created more plastic. Then that is not sustainable. Blah, blah,
Well, so the ones
Wasting a lot of time,
Not safe really anymore.
Then got one also like, now we have created a new rubber cover to put your mask in, facial mask in. That was the talk. Let me guess, made in China, like.
The
Wow.
LinkedIn
So what's the
banter.
difference between
It doesn't
LinkedIn?
sound
Yeah,
fun, lah.
yeah, it doesn't sound fun at all.
It's no, it's still more professional than Facebook, but I can see it's starting to get contaminated a bit.
Okay, LinkedIn, do you have, like there's shorts, TikTok, that type of format?
Now got shots also.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask is, do they also have all the fucked up reels from Instagram?
I don't
Not
think so
all
lah.
lah. You don't have all the ass twerk with the water and milk.
At
all.
the end of the day, it's a professional platform.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My personal favorite, the AI Down syndrome chick. Have you all seen that?
Huh?
The AI hot Down syndrome chip.
What is this?
That's why monkey now. AI.
Oh, so people are using AI to depict hot Down syndrome women.
It's a Down syndrome chick, and I think the body is AI generated lah. It's just a hot girl's body.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what about
Wow.
it?
No, I was saying, but
What do you like about it?
just the wow factor.
The wow
Wow,
factor.
this one can get you cancelled, lah, bro.
No, I don't like it.
Wait a minute.
No, I don't like it. It's just eye catching for wrong reasons, of course.
Okay. Understand.
No, I was saying that I think LinkedIn, it wouldn't be so contaminated to that
No,
level.
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
level. lah.
Yeah.
Far
It's
from
still,
that, I
Still
think.
okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
far.
yeah.
Because it's still built off professional networking. And
Facebook
relationship.
is become like the Kopitiam like that.
Yeah.
Like the boomers all and a lot of alpha toxic flirts all. Like once I posted a video, right?
Yeah.
The police stopped me. Got that time driving Satria new manual lah. The police, pakai manual lah, kaki tak sakit dah. I said, tak lah, boleh jalan lah.
Oh, the one you recorded.
Then after the comments,
Oh, wait, sorry, you were recording while the police talking to you?
No,
Dash cam lah.
Oh, okay.
dashcam is the small device on the top there that records.
I know.
Yeah. How I know, bro? You're like monkey and the
Yes,
Down
sir.
syndrome.
We're
guy.
not sure, you know.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
I posted that on Facebook. Then everyone said, "Wow, you daily drive a manual." That time I only got one car manual lah. That one floor, old uncle went, "Ayah, your manual is modern one. Last time you single clutch only. Last time I have to double clutch." Like Facebook is all this Kopitiam like all for toxic. Yeah, you got 3x, I got 7x last time. Like, that's not something to flex, bro. Like
Yeah. Understand. Okay.
Facebook, yeah.
Okay. Go back to the Gajen questions. What was the question?
Leaving your 9 to 5. Is it a good idea? I guess it's only both of you all lah.
Actually, I can offer a different perspective.
Please
right?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm very curious actually because Gajen, you have the most like out of all three of us, you actually have like stable job, right?
The most
Yeah.
like high pay one lah.
So I think your perspective will be maybe more universal.
Okay, so mine is I used to work in Accenture, and
Okay.
Accenture is like they pay quite high lah for
Is it,
like
is
for
it
fresh grad
big
last
four,
time.
Big Four, is it?
No, it's above the Big Four.
Yes, above before.
It's above Big Four, but below the
It's a big
the
one lah.
Boston, below Boston,
I see.
McKinsey and
Yeah,
all that. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
in between. Yeah. So my fresh grad pay like in 2013 was 4K, including the allowance and all that.
Yeah.
Even today 4K get high, but imagine back then, right?
Yeah.
So for me, the reason why I left is because I was actually hitting a ceiling in terms of my consulting career and stand-up. Ceiling in terms of like time and energy lah. That's one. Number two is my stand-up income, part-time income has exceeded my expenses. So I think that's a no-brainer to leave lah.
Wait, your part-time stand-up has exceeded your expenses?
Yeah, the income lah. Yeah.
Can you break it down in simple terms?
I track lah. I track my money. What I'm earning,
Yeah.
bro. For a Chinese, you're underperforming, bro. In finance, bro. So how much I earn from income,
Yeah.
part-time income, and how much I spend like expenses. So if I know my part-time income can already pay off my expenses, I might as well go full time on this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Like that mah,
Yeah. But you, of course, you give up the essential job pay, and then you have to find a way to make it back from.
Yeah, but
It doesn't
full-time
matter. It's safe
stand-up.
already
That's the
because
thing,
my
yeah.
part-time already pays my. So even if I go
Yeah.
full time and my full time stand-up pays the same as my part-time last time, also I can still survive. But most likely it'll increase because now I'm doing full time. I'm
Yeah.
investing more time.
Understand?
Okay, let me break it down for you from his one. Okay, so I work in Star newspaper. Star newspaper is the number one English newspaper. Same. Actually, when I joined the Star, my starting pay was actually quite high.
Yeah, Star is high, yeah.
Star was very high. I think I was getting like 3,008 or something. Like
Wow.
that. Yeah, bro. 3,500, 3,800. I think so.
Star,
Yeah.
Star is one of the highest.
So
already.
and then I was working as a editorial writer. So
That's entry year, is it?
yeah, my first year I entered 3,500, 3,008, and then you get your bonuses and all that lah. Then you get your commissions and all that stuff. But then I was still doing photography. But then I realized like me doing photography, I was already making the same or more from working in the Star. That's when 2002 I decided like, okay, if I can make money with photography and I only work at night
Yeah.
why do I have to stay the whole
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Then I left
understand.
So that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you also the same lah. Your
You also know-
photography.
Dude, like back in the day when DSLR was like only a few photographers knew how to handle DSLRs. Bro, a night I would shoot like three events at the clubs or music gigs, and each event would pay like 1,500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually,
yeah, seriously.
I did a job too.
Oh yes, huh?
Yeah, because like after when I was in college and uni, right?
Ah.
I didn't have a DSLR, I know a friend who had one.
Yeah.
And he was a bit more well-to-do.
Yeah.
I borrow his camera, learn, and then go get jobs.
Yeah, it was because not only that, because then weekends,
Go Changkat, take pictures.
I was do events.
Juice
Yeah.
magazine.
Yeah, Juice magazine. I shot a lot for Juice as well.
Oh yeah, that era all magazines, a lot of
Yeah,
magazines.
yeah.
Yeah. I
I
forgot.
shot a lot for magazines. Then we had Clue. Remember Clue or not?
Yep.
Clue was like, okay lah, they paid okay lah, but still you get to
It's a
shoot.
job, it's a
It's a
gig.
job, yeah. And then every weekend I shot like birthday parties. I started shooting like very small birthday parties to the point where I became. So I had a lot of clients because I work in Star. I got very high profile clients. So they're like, hey, they asked me like, hey, I got a photographer. I'm like, hey, I also do photography lah. So then they started introducing their clients. So like I shoot like very like 2 hours like charge 4,000 ringgit type of birthday parties.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's when I decided to like, okay lah, I can still make money taking photos, ma.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer. Like
Yeah.
you
You
said.
should have continued, considering now stand up. Don't
Nah, man, fuck you. You sold out show in Perth now. No, right? Shut up, okay?
Hey, but for photography jobs, all right. It has the pay all drop already. Since now,
Tremendously.
Actually, okay. I don't know if it dropped. I don't think it went up. You know what I mean? Like, basically, a lot of these kind of jobs, right? They didn't like. It's as though no inflation.
Yes.
You know what
So
I mean?
you have to understand, like when you do something that is visually creative, those who have a very good name and sustainable income and clients, they will constantly make the money. So anyone who's starting new, confirm will struggle one.
okay, because you have you work with people that you trust, and you instead of like trying out different people, you rather stick with the same one.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like,
Yeah.
no, your work is good, then they will ask you back. Like I know, like Polyus, right?
Yeah.
Polyus shot your all this
Yeah,
thing,
police.
Polyus.
Dude, he's not even based here now. He's based in Dubai, I think so, because his wife is working in Dubai. I think Dior Malaysia wanted him. They flew him from
Flew him back.
Dubai to
Wow.
here just to shoot. That's how much of a pull he has. So, when you're good means in this world, photography world, because I got a lot of photographer friends, and if they want means they'll pay you. They'll make sure you're paid.
Yeah, I'm not in the photography world, man. What?
Not only photography, like photography, video, all that lah.
to me, right, like if you take a good picture, right, high resolution, what do you call that? Color correction, all those. What is a good photographer?
A good photographer is knowing how to make sure you capture the whole event properly lah. Everything must be well shot lah, not just simply shoot lah.
Okay, then I guess it's also a lot of it is the relation you build with your client.
Yeah,
in the long term.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that goes for every industry lah, creative
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
It's not just like photography only. Even Gajen, I'm sure you've done some corporate jobs for the same clients over and over again.
Actually, rarely lah. Most of the time, twice. Then after I tell them, better not get me again.
Wait,
What's the point? No, get someone.
you done you're talking for photography?
No, talking about corporate lah, client.
No,
For
because like for why would you get the same comedian more than twice? You might as well get someone else, right? To me lah, that's why I always tell a client, and it also shows that I don't like hard selling. So I don't want a client that books me every year. Then I have to at least like 2 years.
But why would you turn down the offer, the gig if you're freer?
Get someone else lah, more variety to the
Because
show
it might
lah.
harm
Because
the
for
gig.
them, they'll be seeing the same person every time. It's the
Okay,
same as MC. So I'll do 2 years max, like twice repeat. If the third year, then I'll say no. I think better get someone. It adds more value to the audience. Right? Also, I'm not hard selling, so at least I'm being real. Some people are hard sell. I'm the only
You
one.
get me, I'm the best. Yeah.
Bro, how much you want to hard sell, bro?
But they're seeing the same person, but you have a year to come up with new material also.
No, it's not that. It's
It's
just
not that,
you add because imagine if you're working in a company for 5 years, you see the same MC, the same performers, even though it's different. The variety is just not as much as getting someone else.
Yeah.
Actually change it a bit.
As an employee working there, yeah, I would. I guess I would.
You want some variety, like
Yeah, yeah,
diversity and all that. Yeah, something different lah.
Yeah, okay, 5
It's
years.
the same like venue lah. You go to team building, right? Don't tell me every time you want to do Langkawi.
Club Med.
Yeah.
Every time Club Med.
Hey, club man, pricey bro.
Yes.
my Star, right, first year I joined, right, our team building was in Bandung, bro.
Oh damn.
Bro, the 6 years I worked in Star, right, only 1 year was in Malaysia.
Power lah.
Yeah, bro. Star. I mean, that was
That
the
is
peak.
the
that was
days
the,
of publishing lah.
yeah, the day.
No, actually not in publishing. Actually, those days, right, a lot of companies,
Yeah.
they like maybe like 10, 20 years ago, they will do team building overseas one. It's quite normal.
Yeah, I went to
now they cut down already.
We went to Guangzhou, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
For what team building?
Yeah.
The stuff.
Yeah, my department. Advertising department, yeah.
Whoa, no joke, wait.
Yeah.
ASEAN is one level. Once you move out, ASEAN is a different
Yeah,
level.
so I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
Where do you guys see stand-up comedy heading, man?
Huh?
Like in Malaysia.
The scene will always be there, lah. You cannot run
keep
away from
going.
me, lah. You'll
Yeah.
keep going on. Yeah. You
Oh,
cannot.
it's like a Kopitiam guy. You'll always be there.
No, then what do you want to say, Gajen? What else you want to say? Like, if you're not doing comedy, comedy is going to be here, ma.
True.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
In terms of the appetite, lah, do you think it's gonna be growing?
The appetite, it can grow. Depends on what's the newer comics have to offer, lah. You know.
I think the question, right, is
It's
how
quite-
to answer.
okay,
Because
yeah.
it's like asking.
Okay, I can answer.
Will people ever stop liking art?
Yeah,
You know,
that's why.
cannot.
Yeah.
No, can answer because they all not from corporate.
Of course
they,
you
they
answer
don't know
your
specific. They're all arts flers and they low critical thinking and all that.
I see.
So
okay, give us your.
Give us your opinion, like Gajen.
the audience.
Since he doesn't do Kopitiam
The-
talk, you don't do cafe.
Gajen is a lancy guy.
It's not,
I did not realize that.
it's not Nancy lah.
No, it's just character only. Yeah.
It's just character
Yeah,
lah.
yeah. We've known Gajen too long, to say.
Bro, I take care of that. Ask them about medical report all lah, bro.
Why medical report?
To make sure like the hemoglobin all okay.
Hemoglobin.
Why you're a
Okay.
doctor?
He's just throwing random words now.
It's just throwing
Okay, but give your
Yeah,
answer.
you give
then.
your answer.
So like even in our whole experience, you can ask them, right? The audience have already changed. Like if you ask them, right, you go look back at your set, your first 3 years, and now you definitely can't do your first 3 years because like
You
because
mean
the
the
audience
standard has gone up?
standard and also the appetite. Like last time, like you can just do all the 3 races, and sometimes you can even like punch down on all 3 races, and then everyone will just laugh and it becomes a good joke. Because last time, no social media,
No
don't
cancel
have
culture also.
don't have this empathy, sympathy, and all that. So last time you
Yeah,
got a
bro.
very
Hemoglobin.
you got a very big space lah. But now you got to be smarter in writing. You cannot just generalize and simply punch down because everyone will go, oh, or like, wow, what you say like that. There are a lot of like the writing. You need to be smarter when it comes to writing lah. Like some comedians will think, oh, if I make fun of a group that's not here, then I'll get away with it. People will laugh. But actually, it's the other way around. They will feel offended because like you are taking advantage of people who are not there.
And if they post it on social media, it's a different story.
Wait,
already,
Gajen.
lah.
Yeah, that's a different.
That's the question. That's not the question.
Yeah, that's not a question.
No, I know. It's morphing lah. The audience are changing, morphing to that lah. So you'll see some open micers or even the newbies also, right? Some of them are doing like the old school stand up, which
No, but the question was, what is the future of stand up?
This is a question police.
it's morphing
You know, for someone with low critical thinking,
Yeah,
I think we understood the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
You know.
I know. Because we feel things, lah, bro. You know?
That's the thing, like they are not detailed people lah. They all buy bedsheet. They don't look at thread count. I look.
You guys are the most professional.
You ask him how many GSM is your shirt? You don't know, right?
This shirt, I think 250.
What is
GSM.
GSM?
It's
bro?
definitely not 250, bro.
What
I
is
can see
GSM?
through your skin,
Hey,
bro.
no, this 250 lah, day.
No, it's not 250.
It's
bro.
almost same as mine.
Hey, don't just throw out jargon.
Yeah.
This is
What is
this is
GSM?
210.
You made that up. What is GSM?
GSM.
Just Ganapati something.
Oh, you literally making shit up.
Ganapati Simbu.
Critical thinking, yeah.
Ganapati Simbu Analaki something. Forgot you. The founder of Cotton.
Oh, fuck you.
Serious lah. Bro,
I don't know what you're saying.
our
bro.
forefathers were Cotton lah.
That's why it was named GSM.
Yeah.
The brand.
No, lah.
No, GSM is an index. Is the name of an Indian guy. So when you buy your shirt, they'll put that GSM like 210, 180.
You know, some
That's
shirts
the
are
grade.
thinner than others. Some shirts are thicker. You know.
I'm just gonna Google this lah, okay?
Bro, it's like Pascal lah. Pascal is for pressure. It's named after a white guy
Oh,
lah.
this is your thing.
GSM is Indian guy lah. But Ganapati, I don't know what. I forgot.
This is
the
your
name.
thing, You
Made it up.
just create shit.
Bro, you check lah, bro. You know what is kilo Pascal, right?
Like
newtons lah. How many newtons you punch him? Newton is a guy, what?
yeah. Okay, GSM Cotton. How many A's you all got for SPM?
Maybe more than you, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
6 A1s,
Okay,
3
yeah,
A2.
you're right, GS.
Ah,
Fabric.
GSM.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, we weren't lying, man.
Yeah, I think what we like is it.
No, I've never even heard that term before my whole life.
You've never heard Ganapati before?
Your immediate instinct is to think the Indian
Really,
lying.
when you're buying cotton.
Of course not, bro. Ganapati.
Bro, if
Yeah.
it's not for Indians, a lot of people will be shirtless, you know. That's one thing people don't understand. Cotton, wool, all.
Okay, yeah, very grateful for that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I had.
Later you touch Prakash feet lah.
That's why this podcast is.
doing.
So did you get your question answered?
Yeah.
Is he still building to it? Yeah. Okay, so you all seem to have, I would say, a negative view in terms of the expansion for comedy appetite.
Why you saw it negative? Huh?
Yeah, why you saw it?
They didn't even say anything. He said it'll be there.
not-
They
okay.
were neutral actually.
Before this, he did talk a bit, and he's like, I think right now is.
No,
Oh,
we
yeah,
talk
okay.
about live
Yeah.
shows, not about stand up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just to clarify, it's because like since the comedy club closed down, right, and then there were many shows that were like at risk of being cancelled. Some even got cancelled.
Yeah.
Right. So the appetite from the audience to watch live performance is much less compared to say a country like Singapore, where live performances is thriving.
But
That's
wait,
what I'm saying.
But wait, after Krakau's like closed, I felt that the number of shows.
So many.
Yeah. I remember the audience increase lah.
Okay, pop-up shows, yes.
Yeah,
right?
pop-up shows, of course.
Pop-up shows, yes. But general, okay.
Like big shows
Back then, there were big shows and crack house running at the same time.
Wait, back then means what year you're talking about? What,
Before
roughly?
pandemic. You would have the MACC, right? MACC would do a tour.
Okay.
You guys would do
one mic stand stuff.
One mic stand stuff.
And then they had shows in
And Crack House
as
would
well.
have
Okay.
touring comedians come by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big headline sets.
Okay.
Right. Now you can't sustain that many or like that many big ticket shows. You don't feel that?
I think it's more of an admin lah. I think it's all the permit and all that. That's all the international one.
Yeah lah. Therefore, like even me as an audience, not me as a comedian, right? Sometimes I feel like maybe don't buy the tickets early lah. Later got problem. Later this, later that.
That is the general thing that's been happening now.
No, of course. But I
Yeah.
think this buy ticket late is just a Malaysian thing lah.
No, bro.
No, we only buy early if it's like Blackpink coming. Of course, I buy early lah.
No,
But if it's a local comic, I'll just wait until the 1 week before. Then I'll say, hey, okay, I'm free on this date. Let's go and watch.
No, bro. I remember MSCC used to sell out shows damn early, bro.
Yeah, we used to sell them.
Even Jason used to sell out shows damn early. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean now the trend has
But
changed.
isn't buying late a normal thing even in international?
No,
stand-up?
No, international different.
Different,
International,
bro.
different.
There's no such thing as buying late. Like I mean, like I'm just comparing like festival season lah.
Yeah.
Like a very well-known comedian, right? Even if his show is on a Wednesday night, it will be sold out like 2 weeks before.
But that's a well-known comedian.
No, but I'm not talking about a well-known like worldwide,
Like Theo Von like that, no.
Like no, I'm talking about just like well-known in Melbourne,
Okay, I see.
and it sells out. So it's like the moment.
Sells out where in Melbourne lah.
Yeah.
Yeah lah, local.
No, but I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like,
how come you can say that one local, but
Yeah.
local here,
That's- yeah.
you don't
No,
you don't
because
count.
their English is
It's
language
the,
lah.
it's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
language.
okay,
Yeah,
so
but that's
the
the thing.
population is
Therefore,
so
correct, right?
different.
Yeah.
Means the audience are buying tickets slower and lesser for our market, right? Locally.
I know, but last time or now English still the same what? Is not a
Yeah,
factor.
but
why slow?
why slow means you agree it's slow, right?
That's why we're trying to think. We're
Yeah.
trying to tell that it's slow, not like last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lesser. It feels lesser.
Even the just in comparison with like some of the pop-up shows lah, bro. Now the pop-up shows, even the last few months, based on what I hear, where you going lah? I thought you're the host, right?
We got to check on the monkey.
Okay. So even the pop-up shows I heard recently, bro, some of the shows, like I heard lah. Last time would like within 2-3 days to sell out, right? Now those big pop-up shows that always sells out takes damn long to sell.
Okay, I think it's more of an economic thing because this year of the tariff thing.
Okay. So yes. Okay. So whatever those factors are,
Yeah.
what
It's-
we are saying
It's
is
seeping in lah.
it's less. It's less than before.
Yeah.
I feel that is only temporary because of the tariff thing lah. Then all the companies will pull back on spending. Everyone pulls back on spending because the investment also pull back on spending. Then it gets cascaded. So everyone this year, you talk to anyone in any industry, they'll say, the customers are a bit slower. People are buying less.
Yes. Maybe that
Compared
trickles,
to like 2022
that
where
trickles
borders
down-
open, where people
Yeah,
want to
of
buy.
course.
understand
Yeah.
that trickles down to lesser disposable income for people to come watch shows, right? Is
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly our point.
I
Yeah.
know, but I think it's temporary. I don't think it's
Yeah,
going
no
to...
one says it's not. I'm just saying that it's
Oh,
less
now
than
lah.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
Summary is the appetite for comedy in Malaysia growing?
No, it's not appetite
It's
for
not-
comedy. We're talking about just live shows in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
do you
yeah.
remember a time used to have like big okay, so before the FMFAs get cancelled and stuff, Urbanscapes used to be huge. There used to be big festivals, few day festivals, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's all not there anymore, right? It's not there for the urban market anymore. It's all
Wait,
broken
you're
down.
talking about music festivals.
Talking about live performance.
Like
Yeah.
local, right?
Yeah.
I think again is the admin and the governance thing, because now it's getting strict with the flow.
Correct. So
But now there's a lot. There's a lot
I'm
of
saying
new
not
event-
from a producer point of view.
Yeah.
But because it is more difficult for producers to stage or put on these kind of shows, therefore there's less excitement, because last time you used to look forward to like the next Urbanscapes or the next FMFA.
Periodic something periodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Now as audience, you don't have that. In fact, what you look forward to is who's going to Singapore. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Which show is going to Singapore? So the appetite or like the I guess like the excitement for live performance has slowed down here. Right. Although
Although there are a lot of shows.
there are a lot of shows,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think what is interesting is like as usual, the music scene is the one that's gonna save us.
In a way,
Because
lah.
now I start to see a lot more young indie bands try to put on their own shows.
Yeah.
Back then, do you remember like let's say 10, 15 years ago, our comedy scene was booming, right? Kyoto Protocol will have concerts. Darren Ashley will play a DJ set somewhere. There's a lot of things happening. Right?
Okay.
Now I think it is cyclical. I think musicians are the one who's going to bring back live performances.
But I would
for us,
say it's not just musicians. I would say more of the DJ scene.
Damn a lot, bro.
The DJ scene now has like taken over because
I
like
mean, bro, you
it's
just,
quite crazy.
you just think about this in general. This is my era is, let's say 10 years ago, when I started going clubbing and all those, right? How many clubs were there? There's literally less than a handful that are popping and all. Now there's 20 that are actually happening, at the same time.
Yeah.
So definitely the industry, right? Just the party industry also has grown so much. So that's why obviously DJs all way more lah right now. I guess it's easier also to grow.
And also easier to bring international DJs in.
How come?
Cause like over and above the place, there's this club called
Yeah,
Over and
yeah.
Above. Well, almost.
I say
France.
O and A lah.
Sorry,
Is it-
sorry. Over and Above, yeah. O and A and Kyo. They now the last 6 months they brought in a lot of international acts. Maybe it's also easier to bring a music act, cause
Yeah.
they don't have.
DJ.
I thought it's just international artists. What doesn't
No,
matter.
but Puspal doesn't have to worry about like content.
Oh, okay. Because just music. But,
Play music,
okay,
man.
okay, fair enough.
Bro, they brought Punjabi MC, bro, to Kyo.
Serious?
Yeah, bro. My cousin shot him, photographed the whole show. Now I'm like, Punjabi MC.
Yeah, lah.
Yeah.
No, because you know why? Number one, like you said, the sensitivity is not there.
Yeah.
Number two is also a very safe act because just a set and
Yeah, they just play music.
no fire, no nothing.
You can't actually get. I mean, the last music act that had a controversy was the.
The other one is 1975 lah,
75,
Yeah. That's why, like he said, like yes, music, because now you notice a lot of cafes are now doing their whole like daytime.
DJ.
Hey, bro, that's also one of the topic lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what do you call that? Coffee. It's like coffee parties.
Yeah.
What is there an official term for it?
I have no idea. Like it's just day parties, I would say.
Yeah, day parties.
These day parties are like back to the time when our parents were partying. Back in the day, like uncle aunties used to go like Penang or let's go tea party in the Penang club, or Royal Selangor club,
So my cousin, right, who is about 15 years old.
Is that the monkey cousin or different cousin?
The monkey was my friend, bro. It wasn't my
Oh.
cousin.
buddy.
My buddy. Yeah, so my cousin was just telling me this couple of months ago, and I had to ask like many times, like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, yeah, in the daytime. Last time the clubs were in the daytime, and then we'll go there. She went when she was in high school, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no. I mean, it's not like you have to be 18 or above or like that. Yeah, and then she was telling me like in the daytime and everyone's partying and dancing. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, but y'all were drinking, right? I keep asking, and they're like, no, there's no drinks. No one's drinking.
Yeah, it's called tea dances. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing, man. And now it's back,
Wait, this cousin is 15 years old.
15 years older.
Older.
Oh yeah, but she went when she was around 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
she followed her parents lah.
No lah, she just hang out with some seniors in school. and-
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
lah.
I don't think you need to be above 18 to go for this. I don't know.
Depends. Certain places must have chaperone one, so usually the parents are there.
When y'all were young, did y'all have this?
I didn't have the option. Who do I know the Royal Selangor Club to just go for tea dances,
Y'all
Yeah,
all
yeah.
80s, right? 80s
Born.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But like, I know you can do comedy shows at matinee shows, but that one have to work really hard to sell, loh. Yeah.
What's that matinee shows?
Yeah.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Douglas sells out like I think he has two sold out. I think.
Matinee shows means the show on a Sunday afternoon or
like
afternoon
3 p.m.
show.
like that, like
3
Saturday
p.m.
3
show.
p.m. or Sunday 3 p.m.
okay, what's the difference?
If
One-
you sell out the night show, then usually we will do a show in the afternoon because sometimes you book for the whole day.
Yeah.
Understand?
So your ROI very high lah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't spend any more on rental. You just have to do a new show.
Yeah.
Just open a new
Yeah.
slot.
Yep.
Yeah. If I guess, and that comes only after you're able to sell out the night ones first.
Yeah.
Priority.
Sometimes some people do like they even do like 7 o'clock show, then maybe at 9:30 show, so that it still
Oh,
can
that's
do.
really tight lah.
Well, depends you know. If you're doing an hour set, should be okay, I guess. So yeah.
Okay. Have you guys you all perform overseas, right? Yeah, Melbourne. All of you guys.
I perform in Melbourne, but not the festival lah. He is festival.
Have you all been to America?
I have
Yeah.
Perform in America.
once.
Where you perform,
Stand up New York, but I was there not to do comedy. It
Just
was like
jalan-jalan lah.
But you perform lah there.
yeah.
So it was just an open registration for open mic.
I forgot who got me the spot, but then it's like there are so many places, but some places you gotta be recommended.
Yeah, recommended. Yeah.
Oh, your buddy recommend
Yeah. And also in shows in America, sometimes if you want to perform, you have to bring audience.
You have to bring audience. Oh, that's part of their
The
their
MLM
fee
lah. MLM lah.
Yeah, it's a MLM.
Yeah.
Bring two
You
friends.
and you bring more people. You bring the more
More minutes
the
you
more
get, is
minutes
it?
you get.
Yeah.
That time it was platinum only.
Yeah.
Only.
No, I'm what?
Diamond.
No,
Diamond.
it's,
How's it like performing in Melbourne? Like, what's the difference in the crowd compared to here?
Melbourne quite PC lah, but it's quite fun to perform.
Is it? Is
Yeah, Melbourne is very PC. Yeah.
I thought Malaysia is considered not so.
Malaysia is a super not PC.
Yeah, super not PC, bro.
I mean, when it comes to our things, it is like the 3R or.
I mean, of course,
Yeah.
you don't speak about the 3R stuff lah,
Yeah.
you know, unless you purposely want to get in trouble lah, you know. But in Melbourne, they are very PC lah.
Okay.
Even when a Asian guy do Asian jokes, they're like, oh, should we laugh or can we laugh? You know, they're a bit like, oh, you know.
Okay. Wow, I didn't expect
Yeah,
them
but
to.
Sydney is different. Sydney, anything can jalan one. They're a bit more open. Yeah. And Perth also very very open compared to
I think
Melbourne,
Perth
would
will be more open.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Is it because Melbourne is more of melting pot and more international?
It just is a culture,
it's
I
just
guess.
they're also very left lah, so very leftist in a way.
Okay.
What about Adelaide and Brisbane? You have done.
Yeah.
Brisbane, I've done. Brisbane also not so
lah.
super PC.
Not super
Melbourne
PC.
is like
The most
it's-
PC lah. Yeah.
it's not the right word, but it's outstanding
Yeah.
PC. Like you can notice one. You can
Yeah.
notice. Yeah.
Conservative with their laughs.
Not
Not
conservative.
Not conservative. Like also, it's just topic how the way you talk about certain topics they are just like. Yeah, it's just how the city is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, tell me about some horrible bomb moments that really left a mark, a scar in you guys.
Scar. Jenhan got scar.
Jenhan tell lah the MACC one.
Huh? Which one?
No,
The one the most significant one that comes to mind out of all the years you're doing.
Bomb. Okay, I think maybe I would say the first the first corporate gig I got hired for. And this was like 2006, literally 2006.
Oh, nice.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
your first year performing.
First year. And I was hired to do it was a IT company so it was in this place called Long Bar in Wongatama, downstairs. I don't know if it's
It's quite a while
and it's a
ago.
networking event. Means there's nothing there but for people to go there and talk to each other, and then me, a comedian. So no one cared lah. It was my first gig, so I just thought like, okay, it's my fault. I've ruined this event and stuff like that. So it felt bad lah.
How long do you do? You can't remember.
15
So the whole
minutes,
15 minutes, no one gave a fuck.
Yeah,
No host.
Damn.
no host.
So you just went up there.
yeah.
Hey guys.
Damn, that must be hard on you, man. Just started.
Yeah.
No host. You go up there.
I
and
do.
record.
Like maybe I really thought, maybe this is not for me lah.
Mine was Marini's bar. 1 year or second
What do you
year.
mean on 57?
Yeah, bro.
Which year is this?
I can't remember. Their second year or third year anniversary was supposed to be me, Kavin, and Kiran, 3 of us. And then we went there. It's like, hey, where's the stage? The stage was the DJ console. And you know, Marini's DJ console damn high up. And you seen the people like down there. And then I was so-called hosting. And then it was just loud lah, because it's a fucking anniversary show. I do my so-called set. I bring Kiran.
Oh, I remember. I know this story.
Yeah, and Kiran was like, okay, he did whatever he can do. And thankfully, we saw some friends down there. And then Kavin comes up and he's like, hey guys, my name is Kavin J, blah, blah, blah. Just literally like 7 minutes or 5 minutes in, the DJ comes and starts playing music.
Why?
What about you?
Just, no, everyone like, no, we don't listen to comedy, just fuck off. Yeah. So-
But you got paid lah.
yeah, they would give us a check, then we left. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still feels bad, man.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
Like, yeah, it was quite bad. So, yeah.
Well, for me, it's a corporate gig. That time I was an open micer, 2014. So this one was like a well-known company, you know. Okay. Then after that, I was doing my set. And then halfway through my set, one
Sorry, how long have you been doing already comedy that time?
Same, 13 years. Both of us 2012.
Oh, 2 years
2 years?
2 years,
2 years, yeah, correct, 2 years, yeah. So I was on stage, therefore I was doing my diversity joke, I'm Chinese, Indian mix, blah, blah, blah. Then one friend from behind kept raising and shouting, you know. Then after I'm also a mix, I just kept doing Then after that, like 2 minutes in, I continue 2 minutes in and all that. I looked to the left, the floor is there on stage. And
He went on stage.
He went on stage through the back.
There's no security or
Then I just this one company event and all that And this guy is not like intern or like analyst or what, no. He's like a senior manager or director level, no.
Oh.
Yeah. Then after that, I just kept performing, and then he came beside me, put his hand, and then he took the mic, and then he started saying, "Oh, I'm also a mix of this and this," and his whole body is at alcohol.
I wanted to say.
I was like, "Oh my god!" Then after that, he spoke like for 1 minute. After he gave me back the mic, then I just continued Cannot Then after that, I perform again. I looked at the left. Few minutes later, the floor is still there.
Okay, he was.
Yeah. So the whole gig was.
How long did you last on stage?
Oh, 15 minutes ish like that.
You don't fight, You don't fight with him.
Dude, the floor drunk, bro. He's really.
Did the crowd love him?
No, they're all busy talking
I
and all
think
that.
they
Like, very few
I think they're just waiting for the lucky draw, bro. So yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
All corporate shows wait for lucky draw one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Just after grand prize announced, everyone will get up.
Yeah, just leave. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Hey, okay, guys. I mean, I'm sure you all have days where you all feel just down now. Okay, like you don't feel funny at all. How do you all still carry out?
We do your podcast,
I think that's a good place to end, man.
No, I mean, every industry you do, for sure you got up and down days lah. You can't run away from it, lor. You just have to find the light in the tunnel, lor. Yeah.
But is it once you go on stage, because you've done, let's say, the material that you've done many times already, you just get into that character?
It's more. It's our job, right? So no matter how you feel, you got to fulfill your responsibilities. So you got to do the work, like do the
just
job.
Basically like go there, especially with corporate lah. Like all of us have done corporate service. Sometimes you're like, are you
Found
okay?
this.
Like it's just fucking 25 minutes. Just finish this and like get the check and just go off. Yeah.
But
Unless when you're doing our own shows, then we really work towards like performing our best, that kind of thing.
But does like do you think the audience can tell there's a difference in your performance, or they really is like, because you guys are so conditioned already, they actually can't tell also?
Can't tell what? Whether you're not feeling good or...
Yeah, like you're really having a very bad day and you're supposed to be laughing, and making people laugh.
That's why like he said it's a job, ma. You must.
Yeah.
It comes to a point where it's really.
Sometimes you just have to mask it.
It's just muscle memory, lah. Like yeah.
Yeah, but hard to say, because it's very subjective, man. Like sometimes you on a good day, also cannot get laugh.
Yes,
Sometimes
yeah.
you just have to, on stage, your job is to make them laugh. Like Prakash is a Manchester United fan. The last 10 years, they're crap team, but he's doing well in comedy. Mask it.
I think must be the
the comparison is just
the empathy and the hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin is just like
This one is the sucrose, bro. Yeah.
sucrose. It's going on.
Guys, because obviously social media right now is a huge part of everyone's lives. Okay, what do you think are some of the positives and negatives on its effects in people's relationships with their partners?
Okay.
Which relationship with partners?
Partners,
I feel like this one I'm maybe underqualified as a comedian to answer. Okay, firstly, I think you the good thing is also a bad thing, which is like you get to see more people's lives.
Yeah.
But the life is curated.
Correct.
Right? So
That I agree.
it gives you a false sense of what it should look like. Which is nice. I don't know. I feel very ambivalent about it. I don't think it is good. But at the same time, with the right mindset, I think it is helpful.
Yeah. Mine is a bit different. My previous relationship was it was all over social media. But my current relationship is like, I really once in a while I'll post if I go out with my girlfriend.
Is that a conscious decision?
Yeah, I think I just felt like there's no need for me to.
Yeah. Just keep it to yourself.
So last time in my previous one, it's like I got like posts, everything I do is
But
like.
why not? You make the decision now. You want to keep more
Because I
private
feel
now.
like there's no need for me to shout about my girlfriend to anyone lah. There's no point.
I think
Yeah.
in maybe I understand that because I guess for us performers, we recognize that social media is a marketing tool.
Yes.
It is not a diary.
Yeah.
You know,
so it's like there's no need for me to shout about it lor. Yeah. Yeah.
What does I guess some partners would want to be shown, featured in your.
That is if you find that kind of guy or girl lor, or that kind of
if
person
you like
lah.
that kind of person.
To a certain extent, maybe also like for my wife last time, like when
Wife
lah,
hey, come on lah.
Sucrose.
No, because from fiancé now wife already.
bro, it's just a random, just a word lah.
It's
bro.
not a random word.
No, I mean
A
it's
random
not
word
a
is
random word.
sucrose.
You're married, right?
Huh?
You're married,
Yeah,
right?
married. I'm married.
Married already. Guy is married.
No, last time when I was dating her, then
Yeah.
she was also like waiting for that picture to be posted.
Yeah,
lah.
yeah.
I think it's
The
because
official launch, the soft launch, hard launch.
Soft launch is the hand at the
hand,
branch.
yeah.
correct, soft launch.
Soft launch, yeah.
Yeah.
So she was waiting for that picture lah to be posted on Instagram, but she's not like what he said. Who said diary just now?
Yeah,
A diary. She doesn't want it to be a diary, but just once in a while, just to show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what most girls will. They would prefer that lah. Yeah, I guess for us
I
guys,
think
it's-
that's a generalization. lah.
No,
No,
bro.
Different girls, different lah.
Bro, the girl, my current girl partner, she's like the total opposite of like, bro. She's the type that maybe like 2 weeks don't look at Instagram one.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to find, man.
There are people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'm just saying like
Maybe leave Taman Tone once in a while.
Yeah,
lah.
yeah. No, yeah. No, because it's like I think like not everyone is constantly on the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some just don't want to be. They just have an account so that maybe they want to read other friends punya updates ke apa.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So I talk to friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I could re-answer the question, I think what's important is that communication has to be bridged early in the relationship.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's expectation problem, right? It's like why you don't post about me, or like why you post
Yeah.
so much, you know.
This is all transparency lah in communication.
Gajen's favorite word.
Transparency.
Yeah.
That's not too complex of a word. Yeah.
But the meaning is deep.
I don't like the way you say transparency.
Why?
Because you hit the trans very hard.
Yeah. I know.
He says, transparency.
Transparency. Yeah.
Bro, the main word of trans actually came from transmission, bro.
Okay, but that's not the point. We're talking about transparency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so why are you bringing this up? Because you're talking
No,
about the
we-
other word, right?
No, we're just talking about how you emphasize the word
That's
trans.
why. This
So-
was all
What does your medical report say now?
Yeah.
all okay lah.
All
Just
okay.
the
Your cholesterol
sugar
high.
bit sugar a bit high.
Sugar.
It's the night
Really?
lah, the night rush lah.
So are you satisfied with our answers?
Here's an add-on. This for guys. Looking at your partner's friends' stories and or liking their posts or whatever. Yeah, what do y'all think about that? Because for me, right, I think like let's say previously, right, if I also know my girlfriend's friends, you know,
Okay.
and some of them are like friends that I see often and all, and if I like their posts or whatever, it's just me liking a friend's post. But some partners might have a problem with that. Yeah, have you all experienced
I
something
think
like
this is
that
what
before?
Jenhan said from start lah. You have to be You have to establish boundaries from the start.
transparency.
Yes.
Yeah, and alignment.
Transparency.
I think maybe I'm not to say that we are old, we think like this. It's just I think this is it's a younger generation
It
issue.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would like, to be honest, like I can say, my girlfriend's friends also rarely post stuff.
They're on Facebook lah, basically.
Like no, they're not even on Facebook. Like seriously, like, a lot of my friends, they only post about their work.
Yeah.
Because they also like in arts, because she's part of 5 Arts Center. So it's a lot about like
I
their work
think,
stuff.
yeah.
It's not really, they don't post about their.
I think because
Yeah.
okay, so I'm starting to understand. Okay, so I think you asked this question because to you, a like is a message.
No, because I have many friends that have these issues. It's a normal
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's
Some-
normal
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I've heard that
But
also. Yeah.
Man, like you know, the guy will be telling me like, I don't get what's the problem. We are all same group of friends. This her good friends. What's wrong with me liking? I mean, I don't have to, but I don't see how come it can be an issue.
That's
you know
why
what I mean?
the-
Like they don't.
your friend shouldn't be talking to you. Should be talking to his partner.
Partner.
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
So what do you all?
I think social media breeds insecurity like tremendously.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that is another issue that we can. I mean, you have to talk to another group of people.
A younger group,
because we are like not qualified to quantify this,
Yeah.
like barriers and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you all never experienced something like that before. lah,
No,
personally.
because we believe in talking to people face to face, or like
Yeah.
or calling them straight away. That's why sometimes when I call Rizman, fucker don't pick up his phone. Like Gen Zs don't pick up their phone.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
So
also,
I'm
bro.
like, I hate that shit. So yeah.
Yeah.
If people are facing this issue with the transparency and alignment lah in the beginning. They're not talking enough lah.
Alignment.
Yeah, like got to align the
Yeah,
expectations.
that's the expansion pack.
Yeah, alignment and balancing lah.
Like I think young people should just be open with each other and be honest with each other. That's about it. I
Yeah.
think solve a lot of problems.
And the other thing, I think advice to young people
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? You know what they do? I guess lah. Okay, instead of talking with their partners, okay. What's also another common thing? The silent treatment, and then they start posting all those quotes about relationships.
From Taylor Swift and all that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They'll copy and paste a lyric,
Yeah.
then you have to read
now you're
through.
going through this, is
And,
it?
there will be a post where they list down love languages, red flags, green flag, blah blah blah.
Oh, yo,
communication.
all this. They're
Yeah.
wasting so much of time. They should go for critical thinking course, I think.
I
No, why if you're having issues with that,
Critical thing. Actually, it's true. Yeah.
no lah, these people need a breather lah.
And then what? Go and claim from HRDF or something.
Yeah.
I know you
No,
like
they
that joke. I know you like that joke, right? Can claim for HRDF.
Actually, I heard take quite long to claim.
Yeah, it doesn't, and
It's,
it's only certain types of mental health issues, not all. Yeah. Yeah, like that, lor. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, dude. You have a special coming up, bro.
Yeah, so I have a comedy special coming up called Global Malaysian Chindian. Brand new special,
Yeah.
nothing from the previous one. Touring from 1st of August to 4th of October, nationwide Malaysia, and also Jakarta and Hong Kong. Yeah,
Nationwide in Malaysia, where
Penang, Ipoh, KL, Melaka, JB, Kuching, KK.
Kelantan.
No lah,
No.
Pasir Mas lah. No, not yet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it starts first on the first.
Okay. When are the KL shows? I'll come by.
KL shows is much later lah, 3rd and 4th October.
3rd and 4th October. Okay. Yeah. You Prakash, you got
Mine
shows
is
to plug.
in August. August 2nd is Penang, and then 9th is JB.
Sorry, is this is solo shows?
Yeah,
Is it?
it's called Lobster Boy. So
Oh,
it's
you're
like-
doing Lobster Boy.
Yeah, I'm doing Lobster Boy. Yeah, which I did in Melbourne and
Last
Sydney.
year, right?
What is doing Lobster Boy, man?
No, Lobster Boy is the name of my show.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did it in Sydney, Perth, and Melbourne.
Okay.
Then I'm now doing it in Malaysia.
Oh, you haven't done in Malaysia?
No, so I'm doing Malaysian tour.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What's the dates again?
August 2nd, Penang. August 9, JB. And then August 23rd is KL. PJ Life Arts, Klang Valley.
Okay,
Nice.
can-
Yeah, and then the KK and Kuching dates most probably will be because Kumar is also doing some shows in Kuching, so I think
You might tag along.
I might tag along, and then I'll do one show after that.
I
Yeah.
thought you want to say then you avoid those dates.
No, why should I avoid those dates?
I don't know, competition?
No lah, I mean actually both our shows almost similar time, but we got different audience, so it's obviously
Oh,
easy.
okay. It's not a.
I mean, and most probably like all Malaysian comedians know each other, and I'm sure we all go watch each other's shows.
We help to plug each other's
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the day, a healthier industry is
Yeah.
just health. This is much better
Yeah.
than like fighting.
You mean a supportive?
Yeah.
Even that day when we
environment.
did show in, I think we did when we did a show in JB. So after the show, like people asked like, hey, got any other? Then I said, oh, Gajen is coming, Aib is coming. Then for the Singapore, I said Jenhan is performing in Singapore.
You got
video proof for this.
No, when they come and talk to me, not during the show,
You got video proof.
For what? I want the video proof.
Then how we know whether you're telling the truth or lying?
You just have to take him.
When I'm meeting people, think I'm gonna lie. Is it? I'm the
Wait,
only
wait,
comedian
wait,
after
let me
shows. I'm the
Let me
only
check
I'm the only comedian after shows going to talk to audience. Okay, no, there's
Okay, no,
fuck all,
he's telling the truth.
Why you want to check his head for him?
Yeah, that's why.
The neuron.
What?
Okay, I'm just going to plug my show now,
plug your
okay?
show, plug your show,
My
yeah.
show is the most recent. It's
Yes.
18th to the 20th of July.
In Singapore.
However, it's only in Singapore. So if...
KL?
Singaporean audiences.
Okay.
No, do you have Singaporean
I
audiences?
don't know, man.
I
Probably
think
a few lah.
Probably a few. Okay, the
Yeah.
few of you, please come lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please come.
KL?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But this
Um,
this show is a very good show.
So you've seen the old version,
I've
right?
seen
You
the-
took pictures, right?
Yeah, I did.
At the trial show.
Yeah.
I've rewritten this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
No, this show in Singapore, you would eventually bring the same show back here in KL.
Yes.
Okay, but the dates haven't
eventually.
confirmed.
No, I have no plans yet because I'm still figuring out what is the show. Like if I was going to stage it in KL properly,
Yes,
like
we have like a.
I wanna. It's a bit more theatrical, so I want to.
Jenhan shows are a bit different than like normal stand-up shows.
How so?
For me. Yeah.
How so? It's
It's
not
very
a
different.
20-minute. I mean, like a what? Half
No,
an
his show
hour,
is 1 hour.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like you say, like it's a bit more theatrical. Yeah.
I see. You got props and stuff.
No props, but like how do I
I
explain
don't know.
this?
Is a sketch? The sketches?
No sketches.
A lot more narrative driven.
Yes.
Might have a set, maybe, I don't know.
Yes, like mine also is very narrative driven. Gajen, yours is like more set.
No lah,
driven,
just
right?
stand up lah. Mine just
So
stand up.
mine is like
Just neuron after neuron.
yeah, yours just neuron after just two neuron transmitting to others like yeah.
The proton and the neuron.
Electron.
Electron.
So if you
And
ever
electrolux
get to
lah.
watch Jenhan show, go watch because it's very different.
Okay.
Yeah. So mine also is very storytelling style. Yeah. It's just basically 4 big stories in the whole show.
Okay,
Yeah, that kind of
nice.
style. Yeah.
Prakash, have you done this lobster in Malaysia?
No, yeah. This is the first time I'm doing it.
Have you done this lobster in Malaysia?
I only did the trial show.
Last year you never.
No.
Okay.
It was just a trial, like a test show.
Jenhan, what's your title again?
Like this, like that, ma.
Yeah, it's called like this, like
the one coming up now, like this, like that.
yes.
And it's the first time you're doing this special.
So I wrote this show in 2012. A long
Okay.
time ago.
Yeah.
And then I rewrote it again in 2016 with this time with a set. There's a whole set.
Okay.
So I've always felt like the show was never done.
Complete,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's about my father, right? So now I am closer to the age where my father had me. So I've been thinking about it. Secondly, it's recently been brought to the Kwa family's attention that there's only 2 remaining Kwas that can continue the family name.
Oh.
And I happen to be one of them.
Oh.
So now the question arises, right? Like, so are you going to do anything about it? So I guess I'm in that space. So I've rewritten.
I think
the
that means it's grown lah.
It's grown.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a bit different now.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So this time around, the show in Singapore, like it doesn't have a set.
yeah.
I'm trying to strip it down to see if it can stand on its own or not.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Any idea when you're doing this in Malaysia?
Not yet.
Yeah, you copy
Not
my
yet.
Not yet lah.
question.
Quarter. Which quarter? No, I'm saying the quarter.
Oh wait, don't worry. I won't overlap with you.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
Don't worry.
No, it's not overlap. I want to watch lah.
Yeah.
I when I do have an idea, I'll definitely invite you guys lah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come watch also. Yeah. Okay, guys. Last one lah.
Okay.
Yeah. Advice to young aspiring comics in Malaysia.
Don't be a comedian.
That's the most common answer I've gotten lah.
That's a standard answer. No lah, I mean if you want to do lah, but like
You gotta put in the work.
yeah,
You gotta put in the work.
there's no such thing as like coming and doing an open mic and then you put your phone at the back and you try to record a 5 minutes or 3 minute set and then you like, oh look at me doing crowd work, and then you get one big laugh. You put it online. It's gonna go viral like your fucking Mad Drive. No, that's not gonna happen. So
What, in Malaysia you mean?
yeah,
How come I mean, if it does get viral, it sure helps out them a lot.
No, because
No,
what he's saying is that their depth is
Yeah.
so low,
Okay.
but they're acting as though like they got this amount of.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
It will work, but you still have to pay your dues.
yeah.
Like you can't just write off one.
It can't be 1 minute lah.
Yeah. If not,
Yeah.
how you gonna?
Of solid shit, it can't be just 1 minute lah.
Yeah.
Okay, because when people turn up in person, then they're gonna realize it was it's a fraud lah, basically.
Not say fraud lah,
Not
but
fraud
then like
lah.
you can't,
Wow.
you can't cash the checks. Your mouth is
Yeah,
writing lah.
yeah. It's not just based on just doing crowd work stuff lah. Yeah, it's more than that lah. Yeah.
Any comics that come to mind?
No man.
So far, no lah. I mean, to be honest, like the comics we hang out with, we perform
You
with.
dodge a bullet, bro.
No. I think
Don't say-
you know what? Not okay. I mean,
Just say it, man.
I think a lot of people nowadays ask me like, why I'm so quiet and tame, because I think I just want to do my shit, man.
Yeah, it's not worth lah.
I got no time for this nonsense.
all
I got,
the side quests,
yes. No time for side quests. You know, I think I'm like
His main quest is lobster.
the last 5 years has been like very very different for me, and also after my mom's passing, it's gone even more. I just want to just be really good at what I do, and I don't care about anything else. Yeah, I got no time for all this nonsense. Yeah. That's about it lah. Yeah. That's how we end the podcast.
No goodbye or anything.
No, I'm going to sign off.
Okay, sign off.
Oh, you got other
No. Because we thought you were gonna end it immediately.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at the time, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys.
You're gonna cut everything nicely, right?
There's nothing much to cut.
I mean, like, don't put all this lah.
or what?
Like we're telling you to sign off all.
No, bro. I don't cut anything, man.
Okay.
The only things I cut is
Okay, now you
that-
sign off first.
yeah, that one also not cutting. Yeah, alright. The only things I cut is things that really can't be said inside lah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, alright guys, that's it for today's podcast episode. Yeah, we're with Gajen, Prakash and Jenhan. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please help me out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, thoughts what you thought about today's episode, suggestions who you want to see in future podcast episodes, and I'll see you in the next episode. Give it up for Gajen, Prakash and Jenhan.
You just pointed.
Yeah,
you, Brian.
Just point. Okay.
To my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only courts that we knew were the ones where we were shooting three, selling Kobe. To a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace to my whole team. The oldest, I'm missing my shawty.